everybody! I am JD the Artsy-Rose, and welcome back to Rindoh's main story. Rindoh's main story. Last we left off, we were fighting some Ayakashis, I believe. I'm sorry, I'm a newbie. Please forgive me. I may be a while, maybe sometime before I pronounce those names right. Well, enough chitter chatter. Let's get the story over with. I am going to do this and chapter 2. I'm not so sure how much of chapter 2 though. The moment Rindoh slashes his Nagitata sword, one more Ayakashi comes at him from behind. Rindoh! I see what's happening before any of the others do and thrust my sword at the Ayakashi's brow. Rindoh turns back to see the Ayakashi melting back into the black mist and smirks. That's impressive. Sorry, excuse me. Okay, I'm back. Sorry that I took so long. Well, you wouldn't know that I had actually been spending minutes reading because I was waiting for my neighbor to stop mowing his lawn because I didn't want to go back inside. I'm not an outdoor person. I'm more of an indoor person, but I thought I would go outside for a change of scenery, a change of scene. Anyway, let's continue where we left off. That's impressive, Yumino. Rindoh ruffles my hair as he speaks. Ah! You've gotten stronger. Rindoh complimented me. I'm so happy. I'm glad I trained well. But the next moment... Rindoh! Yumino! Huh? But what the heck? The Ayakashi that had just dispersed regained its form and lunged at us. We're not going to make it this time. We're not going to make it in time. I hurriedly tried to ready my sword, but the Ayakashi swings its nails down at us. Yumino! Rindoh screams my name and tightly grabs me by the wrist, and then... At the same time, we're blown by a strong wind. Ah! The gust of wind plays around and slays the Ayakashi, as if it were a sharp blade. Feeling like the wind is going to overtake me, I shut my eyes tight, and I sense Rindoh hold me in his arms. That moment, my heart starts to beat loudly. Hey, Yumino, are you okay? Yes. My chest hurts. I'm not actually okay. I'm actually not okay. But in a different kind of way. I used technique there. That was awesome. Yeah. When I turn toward Ayu, his eyes are hidden by his war mask, but he has a smile that looks relieved. Pardon me. Rindoh, Yumino, you both sure slacked out at the end there. Sorry. Sorry, Ayu's right. We really did mess up at the end. We have to do better. You weren't the only one in the wrong, you know. More of the responsibility is mine. No, calm down, Yumino. No, stay calm, Yumino. This conversation is over. I have to change the subject. I adjust my grip on my sword and slice at the Ayakashis that just appeared next to me. Now that all the Ayakashis are taken down, we are finally able to keep moving. That was the first time I've seen Ayakashis. They sure take a lot of forms. That was my first time as well. They're a pain. Since you can't really feel it when you hit them with a sword, it's hard to tell if they're actually dead or not. But it sure was fun, huh? Hey now, the only one who thought that was any fun at all is you. Really? I thought you looked like you were really getting into it. Well, I haven't thought that hard in a long time. As we ride our horses and talk, one question suddenly rises up inside of me. Why do Ayakashis have so many different forms? What do you mean? First, they take on the form of humans, but then there were Ayakashis that looked like bugs and animals too. Don't you find it strange they took all those different forms? That is true. But there's no use thinking too hard about that now. Finding out the answer to that question is one of the reasons for this journey. We'll figure it out sooner or later, if we just keep going. The heavy air is cleared somewhat by what Rindoh says. Rindoh always says such reassuring things. Choosing him was the right decision after all. We ride our horses for a little more and arrive at the spring village. Welcome to the spring village. Why do you sound so unexcited? I've never welcomed anyone here like this before. Watching Ayu and Kikyo's exchange, Rindoh and I exchange a look and a quiet laugh. Jeez, Ayu's really hopeless. He needs to learn how to be a little more friendly. But I think that's actually one of his good points, too. Well, maybe. I guess I can understand why Yayu worries about him so much. Worries about him, though. Yayu. He does have a strong desire to be independent. Ayu should be able to learn a lot during this journey. Next to us, Ren cries out in admiration. Wow, it's the city! The city! What are you so excited about? We didn't come here for sightseeing. I know that, but, you know, I'm the devil child. I haven't been allowed outside the Winter Village except for official work. What? You're a devil child? What's that? The child with the eyes of the devil. Look, my two eyes are different colors. Ren then moves his face closer to mine. He stares at me with his beautiful golden and green eyes. They're so pretty. I cannot help but stare, and Ren grins. In the Winter Village, we call a child born with two different colored eyes a devil child. They're hated there. Everyone believes that these eyes will bring calamity. Even though my ancestor, Lord Mizuki, had these eyes too. That's horrible. That's kind of biased. I mean, they know that their savior ancestor had those two colored eyes, yet they can't cut the guy some slack. Why does he still get that stigma? Why is he stuck with that stigma despite of his good family reputation? That makes no sense. Poor Ren. But they're so beautiful, and still they hate them? That's awful. I've heard that before. It's not a very good superstition, if you ask me. Hearing you guys say that makes me not mind it so much either. But anyway, because of that, I've always been stuck in my village. It's not that I dislike the Winter Village. Kiko is there with me, and it's my home, after all. But the city is more colorful. It's so sparkly and fun. Whereas the Winter Village is completely white everywhere you look. Ran speaks unconcernedly, but we cannot help but fall silent. I didn't realize even the cheerful Ran had such dark experiences too. Once I purify the symbols and the island is peaceful again, I want to hear more about everyone's lives. If there's anything that I can do, I want to help out. I want to make this into a peaceful island where nobody gets hurt. And would you like to come to the Autumn Village and go sightseeing sometime? I can show you around. Huh? Really? Sure, right, Rindoh? Right. Come anytime. You guys too. I'm sorry. I can't English for a moment. I can't English. Ayumino, are you outside of work, of course? Yeah, I'd love to go. Me too. Yeah, that sounds great, Kikyo. I didn't know you were such a good guy. What do you mean, you didn't know? I've always been a nice person. Rindoh and I gaze at each other while smiling at Ran and Kikyo's exchange. Then Ayu quietly mutters something. Is my village really that great? Ayu's expression looks somewhat sorrowful, which makes me puzzled. I wonder what's wrong. I think about saying something to him, but he speaks before I can do so. Anyway, let's go to my father's mansion. It's this way. Ayumino and the ninjas make their way to the mansion of the Spring Village chieftain by streetcar. She comes to learn more things about Ayu and Yayuhe and conducts the purification of the symbol for the first time. Ayumino starts to realize that she feels differently about Rindoh than she used to. You're scared. Is that it? You're so cute, Ayumino. He smiles at me, my heart beats loudly. No, if I don't calm down, my heart is going to burst. Rindoh? Please let me down. Let me think about it. No. No! Hey, Mr. Rin, get your hands off Ayumino! This is not fair. I want to see Ayumino too. She's so cute. I regret not having joined Ayumino on the journey, especially when Ran is there too. Kikyo, do you want to be with Ayumino or do you want to be with Ran? Both of them. Are you greedy or what, Kikyo? I cannot be there too, you know. Really, Kiko? Aren't you so against going on the journey? Well, seeing how cute Ayumino is, I miss her. I know, right, Kiko? We all miss her. Guys, you're helpless. Come on, guys, do your job like I do. Continue on to the next chapter, everyone. Hey, stop breaking the fourth wall. To tell you the truth, I miss Ayumino so much too. Oh, I've got mail. Who could it be? Who could it be from? Are you sure about your decision? Dear Ayumino, I was so surprised that you chose me for your partner because I never imagined you'd do that. Don't take me wrong. I'm happy about it, of course. I'll promise to be the best partner ever. Let us have a great journey ahead. Yours, Ran. Ooh, I have a present. Well, I am joined the Artsy-Rose, and we shall continue where we left off in a moment. Goodbye.